Alrighty, just like YouTube instructed. E standard, okay, G chord. Come on. There we go. How many of you have found this experience relatable? Well, the frustration of learning how to play the guitar is completely normal. And it's an instrument you really have to learn with patience and discipline in order to be eventually creative and successful. I mean, I know that could be said about anything you choose to pursue in life, but it's especially true when learning how to play the guitar. So every aspiring guitarist will tell you that they want to learn how to play the guitar. They'll say they've had a guitar sitting against their wall just collecting dust for the past year and a half, and they haven't had the time to pick it up and learn how to play the instrument. They don't know how to use it, they just look at it and be like, I'll get to you one day. But it never happens. Then the moment they decide to pick up the guitar and play something, they almost immediately give up because it's either too hard or too painful on their fingers. And then the moment they decide to pick up the guitar and play it, they're gonna say, oh, this is too painful or it hurts my fingers too much. Here's the thing. The guitar is not a hard instrument to learn. It's the perseverance and discipline that could be hard and challenging at the very beginning, but playing guitar chords are easy enough to get down and master once you've practiced and understood how to play those chords. It's all a matter of finding your groove and practicing that groove, applying that groove once every day or almost every other day, and just to keep the repetition going. Because think about it like this. If you're learning how to ride a bicycle or learning how to swim, you do it for one day. And then you don't do it for another 3 months or maybe a year. Do you think you're really going to remember how to do everything you learned in that one day? And then just apply everything the next year? I don't think the human brain works that way. One of the best ways to get better at your chord transitions is to play songs that use those chords. Because I mean, if you try learning how to play guitar using only one chord and just only stick with that one chord, it's not going to be fun for you because you're just learning that one chord. There isn't enough drive to learn something that's fun and exciting and fulfilling for you, the whole reason you picked up the guitar in the first place. Because I mean, you picked up the guitar because you wanted to learn how to play music, right? You wanted to learn how to play your favorite song, play for friends, play live. You didn't pick up your guitar to be like, okay, I'm just going to learn the E minor chord and that's going to be that. If you try learning how to play a guitar chord, but then just sticking to that one guitar chord and learning how to master that chord, it's not going to be much fun for you because you're going to only be learning how to play that one specific chord instead of learning how to play a song that uses 4 or 5 chords. That's like double/quadruple the amount of chords that you wanted to learn. And isn't that cool? So the next time you pick up your guitar, I highly encourage you to keep a song in mind, one of your favorite songs, and find out what the chords for that song are so you can learn those chords and then practice them and apply them to the song. As a guitarist looking to advance their skill level, it's important to remember the reasons why you chose to play the guitar in the first place. So going back to my story, think about your favorite type of music and what is it about that music that inspired you to pick up that instrument, in this case the guitar. Maybe you were listening to the famous song Don't Stop Believin' by Journey. You heard the intro solo that goes or maybe you've always been a fan of the way it looked, sounded, or feels when you hold it in your hands. Or maybe you eventually wanted to perform live with the instrument, whether it was a live stream, live event, an open mic. Whatever those reasons are, always keep them in the back of your head because those reasons are going to be the foundation that pushes you to get better at that instrument. So just to share a personal story of mine, when I first began learning the acoustic guitar, my guitar instructor gave me a song called Good Riddance/Time of Your Life by Green Day. The majority of the song, you're playing the chords G, C, and D, and then there's an E minor in there somewhere. But when I first started learning how to play those chords, I just couldn't keep up. I didn't know how to pull off a strumming pattern. I didn't know how to sing and play guitar at the same time. And I'm just like, okay, this sucks. Where do I go with this? I don't know how long it's going to take me to get better. But my guitar instructor gave me some really good advice. He said, you've just got to practice every day for at least 30 to 45 minutes, maybe 20 minutes if that's all you have time for. But just pick up that guitar and just play the song. Just keep on playing the song because if you don't, you're not going to get better. That literally goes, like I was saying earlier in this video, to anything that you do in life. So because I really enjoy the song, it's a Green Day tune. I love Green Day. Like this video if you also like Green Day. And I was motivated by the genre of music it it was to play the song and learn it to the best of my ability. So, I picked up my guitar. I had like a Guitarcaster guitar back in the day. Now I have a Yamaha acoustic. It's lasted for a long time and it sounds really good still. So shout out to Yamaha. But yeah, I played on my Guitarcaster guitar and I learned the chords. I repeated the same chord progression over and over. And eventually I wanted to learn how to sing and play guitar at the same time. Now I'll touch more on how to do this in another video. But for this video, I just wanted to share with you my story and how I progressively learned how to play Good Riddance / Time of Your Life by Green Day. It was not easy at first, but because I enjoyed the song so much and I wanted to learn how to play the song on the guitar, I disciplined and challenged myself to learn that song and repeated the process of playing the same chords over and over and over again. And that's what it takes to get good at playing any instrument. Now let's say you've been playing the guitar for quite a while, you've gotten really good at playing your chords, the chord transitions, everything, and now it's starting to just get kind of boring, or maybe you're just getting tired of playing. I mean, what else is there to learn? You've learned so much and you've gotten so good. What's there to look forward to? And it's perfectly normal to hit a plateau with your guitar. I remember back in the day, my guitar instructor told me that if you ever get to a point where you just want to put the guitar down for a little bit, maybe a month, a couple weeks, whatever the amount of time is, that's okay. Because in the end, when you come back to playing the guitar, you're going to be just as motivated and if not more influenced to learn the instrument and pick back up where you started. Sometimes there's only so much of something that our mind takes interest in, and then eventually it shifts on to something else. But regardless, you will always know how to play the guitar because you have spent the time and dedication in learning how to play the instrument, and that thing that you've learned over and over, the repetition, is going to stick with you. It's going to stay in your mind. It may not be there immediately when you pick up the guitar, but it'll be there the more and more you come back to it. Let me know down in the comments what you struggle with as a guitarist and what you want to get better at. Was my video helpful at all? Are you feeling motivated to play the instrument? I'd love to read your feedback. And thank you to my current Patreon supporters for their financial contributions to this YouTube channel each month. If you would like to support the channel more than just liking this video and subscribing to the channel, then I invite you to check out my Patreon linked in my video description. And if you're interested in learning how to play a punk song on the guitar in just 3 minutes, then you should check out my guitar tutorial on how to play Skater Boy by Avril Lavigne in 3 minutes. Or you can check out my most recent video that you see on the end screen right now. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.